What's going on, everybody? Jeremy with Detroit Tech. I just got this in the mail today. I wasn't supposed to get here until tomorrow. It's my Pixel 2 XL. Let's open it up. Lens built in. All of the Instagram posts. Hashtag Team Pixel. Ooh, that comes up smooth. No shaking. I'm not that guy with the, whatever that one iPhone was. The first guy who got the iPhone in the world and he dropped it on the ground. Shame on you. We're just gonna set it aside first. I have the most self-control in the world. I waited 4 hours to do this. Welcome. Yay, welcome to Team Pixel. Bonjour, bienvenue à Team Pixel. I guess I understand, but I'm not really sure. It's a USB-C to USB, just adapter. Does it allow file transfers? Okay, so if that's the reason, then I'm down. But I thought it was odd. Right? And then the power brick, USB-C, all the way it looks like. I got the black phone. I kind of wish this was black. Just saying. And there should be a cable in here somewhere. 2 cables, I forgot. One, USB-C to USB-C. Just actual, over there again. And then the all-important dongle. Wah, wah. Yeah, hashtag dongle life for sure. It's fine, I guess. I'm not happy about it. We all know it doesn't have the 3.5, the headphone jack. I'm not happy about it, but I'm gonna deal with it because the rest of the phone is awesome. I hope, anyway. And here is, this feels surprisingly small. Oh, wow. I see what they were talking about with this finish. It's very matte. By the way, I already ordered some skins for it. They're on the way. It does almost feel like plastic. Everybody's been talking about it's a nice matte finish, but it kind of feels like plastic, even though it's metal, and it does. It's crazy. This does look way cooler. It does look way cooler in person. I like how this thing feels. It feels surprisingly small. Let's compare, shall we? Nexus 6P with a dirty skin on that. And then let's see here. Wow. So it's slightly short. It's, oh my gosh, almost the exact same height. I don't even think that might be a millimeter shorter. And just a millimeter, maybe 2 thinner, and it has actually a little bit of a bigger screen. One of the things to notice, first and foremost, which I'm such a huge fan of, so people talk about bezel. I'll bring this up before I even start the phone, before I even turn it on. People bring up the bezel. Some people have said they don't like how big these bezels are, that they're too big. You can see it there. However, you can see right there, yeah, dual front-facing speakers, a stereo pair. I will take a little bit of bezel on the top and the bottom if I get stereo. It's awesome. Fingerprint readers in the exact, like, perfect spot. Really easy. Let's boot it up, see what we get. The tactile feedback while typing is awesome. Awesome. It's very soft, but you know that you're doing, it's great. I don't know how to, it's soft, but you know you're touching the button. I don't know. It feels great, that's all I'm saying. The back, while this is booting up, this part, matte part here, so far not a whole lot of fingerprints. This, I don't know if I can get it to where you see it or not. Maybe there. Yeah, there's a ton of fingerprints here already, and I didn't even mean to touch it. So that's part of the reason I'm getting a skin. Yeah. You didn't have the Nexus 1? Shame. With the trackball?
No, dude, I had to wait till
that thing was awesome. I love that phone. My greatest team is wrong.
Or lightning, because it works for Apple too.
True, yeah. So so what they're doing is they have you find an old cable that fits the old phone, which they're assuming that fits in here and then comes out to USB-A. So then you connect the 2 phones, so that's what this is for. So the screen is a big thing. I've heard a lot of people say the colors look bad, maybe washed out was a word that people have used. Also that some of the Colors were just off. I heard, I think it was on The Verge, Vlad, maybe, the headphone guy. He talked about there were some icons that were like green. They're supposed to be white, and they were green on top, and I don't see any of that, so that's good. The colors look fine to me. They're not, it's one of those things. Everybody says the Samsung phones are super oversaturated, and this one isn't. And they went with more what? They went with sRGB, and to go with a more natural looking color space. So that's fine. The new lock screen, or not lock screen, the home screen, you have the search bar at the bottom, and then you can still swipe up from the bottom to get to your app drawer. No judging. Whatever apps you just saw, no judging. One of the cool things that they came up with for this is the squeeze, I forget what they call it, the squeeze feature. And so it's just for assistant, so it's a quick little, so I've been holding it, the whole time I've been holding it, I haven't had any issues. But once I come in and give it a quick actual squeeze like that, and you're good to go. It's actually really easy to set up, and I'm actually gonna find that pretty useful. It's always on screen, it looks nice. It's an OLED, so it's using so little power by just having a couple pixels on, which is great. One of the cool things that they added with this phone is these moving wallpapers. So here we go. It's the Earth, but it's got my location, so it's showing me the time of the day where we are. That's actually pretty freaking awesome. This was the one that they showed at the actual event. This lovely beach, I believe it was in Lagos, with the waves just crashing and moving. Two other things I want to touch on very quickly before we kind of finish this up. All right, so here's a picture of flowers I took. This little button right there, Google Lens, came up with cut flowers. So the AI recognition, just a cool thing. We'll have to take a look at that and see how awesome it is. And then of course, like we said, everybody's talking about the camera. It's got the auto HDR. What they were saying is when you take a picture, it takes 7 or 10, I've heard both 7 and 10 pictures. It takes 7 or 10 pictures by itself and meshes them all together. As soon as you turn the camera on, it's taking pictures. So then it meshes them all together and turns it into some super epic freaking camera. So let's take a picture of this plant. Flip it around. Oh, I don't want to take a selfie because you'll see the strip of wallpaper. Sorry, that actually is pretty impressive that they're doing that with, on the front, they're doing it with one camera lens, with one camera, without that dual pixel stuff they talked about. And that's pretty impressive. First impressions overall, this is freaking awesome. Issues I've heard from other people, the screen, the bezels are too much. I mean, understand I am coming from the Nexus 6P, so the bezels are really great on this. The screen, the colors, everything looks fine to me. I don't see an issue with this. All the little things, I'm excited to dive into the settings with Android Oreo, figuring out how to make this as awesome as possible. The squeeze for Android Assistant, I love it. I think it's gonna be a really useful thing for me. Thank you for watching, guys. This is a great phone. I'm excited to, I don't know, maybe in a month or two, we'll do like a full review on it, how it feels in the day of the life sort of thing. Like this video, hit the thumbs up. If you didn't like it, that's fine. Go watch another video. We'll catch you in the next one.